So here we go. Yeah, I just have a couple questions, and then I can dive deeper into them. I've got some additional ones as well I've come up with, but we'll start with kind of the basics.
Okay.
So let's just kick things off, and I'll say, hey, Christian, welcome to the Scale Founder Series. Would you mind taking a moment and introducing yourself as well as your project?
Okay, just 1 second. So, uh, let's see about me. I am Cristian. I am 29 years old from Romania, currently living in Timișoara. I've finished my bachelor degree at Timișoara Polytechnic University, got my bachelor degree in computer science. Most of my life I've worked into the automotive industry. Uh, I got into AI agents and everything related to AI in the last year, let's say. And for Hatcher, I got this idea like 3-4 months ago when I first deployed my OpenClaw agent. Uh, for me, even with my technical background, it seemed a little bit difficult to set it up as a first timer. So after I managed to learn everything about them, how to set up, how to install skills, plugins, how to control it, to connect to Telegram and everything, I thought that yeah, maybe regular people, not technical one, needs an easy way to deploy AI agents because it seemed that AI agents are the future right now.
Yeah, and you mentioned OpenClaw.
Yeah.
You mentioned your technical background and just the idea for Hatcher. So given that, how are you solving that problem? Right, people are constantly trying to figure out how to deploy OpenClaw or agents or understand how to have one that works for them and not breaks consistently, any of that. So how are you solving this problem for the everyday user?
For the everyday user, what we are trying to build, it's an easy to use UI for them. Like if you have something easy to modify the OpenClaw configuration and not go into that JSON file and edit it manually, then the changes to break it are reduced. Let's say so. So from the creation, we are trying to simplify it. Right now, our one of our latest features is chat to hatch. So right now, you just type in, I want a crypto trader agent, a news agent, I don't know, poly market agent, everything, even a personal trainer or personal assistant. And our current service will generate your configuration from scratch with some predefined skills and everything. So when you just hatch it, it will basically have most of the things already configured. And from there, we are also providing a simple UI with configuration to connect like Telegram, Discord, WhatsApp, and such things. So basically, you don't have to go through every file and configure it yourself. We are providing a simple UI for this.
Great. And so, I'm just thinking of a non-technical person like myself. What are some of the challenges that you've faced as you've been continuing to build out Hatcher?
One of the challenges is that sometimes I think like a technical person. So when I implement some things that for me it seem easy to do and understand, I get feedback from our users because since the platform is live, we are also getting users, and yeah, sometimes they don't understand exactly how to do this and that, and I'd say these are the challenges because from time to time I feel that one feature is complete, it's easy to understand, but then I get some edge cases, let's say, and had to continue to improve it.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I could see that being difficult.
Yeah.
So Shifting gears a little bit, you've recently deployed on Scale,
Yeah, exactly.
and we know that Scale has programmable privacy. Scale has the gas fee structure that is standardized across the board. We're not getting fluctuating gas fees and
Yeah.
instant finality. What made you decide to choose Scale? As well as how have you chosen Scale, or what are the differentiators with Scale versus some of the other chains um, that you've deployed upon?
Um, Scale was a strong fit, let's say, because the agents can create high frequency transaction, and yeah, gas cost. It's a uh, let's say a painful point for people. They don't want to pay a lot of fees with every transactions. So this was the main feature that attracted me to build on Scale, that gasless transactions, and also the fact that you guys also provide the agent identity and also the privacy feature where uh, let's say decision makers.
Great. And then what's been your experience so far building on Scale?
Uh, I can say that the experience was great. You guys provide the docs. They helped me to understand everything, and also I was added to the developer chat. There, I got like instant responses when I have any issue. So yeah, I really like the community and the documentation provided.
And then, you know, what would you recommend? This is all so early still.
Yeah,
Hatcher is only, like you said, not that old either.
yeah.
What would you recommend to early builders in the agentic space right now?
To early builders, let's say the main point that Claude or ChatGPT $200 subscription is cheap. The things you learn when you use them, and also after you set up OpenClaw or Hermes or any other agents, you will learn much faster and much more than going normal way.
Okay.
And yeah, if let's say nothing is impossible now. Don't stop. If you think about it, then it can be implemented.
I like that. I like that a lot. And then, um, you know, to date, what has been the most surprising thing a user has built on Hatcher? Maybe it's something that you didn't anticipate, or it's something that you didn't think of. Like, what's been exciting that you've seen, a user build on Hatcher?
Let me think about it. uh, I think most people were trying this craze with uh, poly market trades, arbitrage bots, crypto trackers, and such. Uh, I wouldn't say crazy, but one thing that standed out was one user which built something for his business. He's doing like email checks from he basically gets a lot of emails and use it as a personal assistant to read all the emails, summarize them, and also send him the summary over Telegram. So he gets even if he's away from his desk, he gets a notification from his agent that if something urgent comes, or yeah,
That's
this
great.
is this is like real word use. I say that's
Yeah, it's outside, right? It's thinking of like, okay, how can my agent help me with,
yeah, because most people think about I don't know, crypto traders, as I said, or anything related to crypto, or and
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
people are
I
thinking, how can I make money?
Yeah, exactly. But the way I see the real AI agents adoption will come when people will start doing things like this, like use their agents in everyday life.
Hmm. I agree. I agree with that. Okay, and then I've got a question here about Hatcher City. Um,
Okay.
so every agent gets a 3D room.
Yes.
Walk me through the decision to build a 3D interface.
I always liked gaming, let's say so. I started like at 7 years old with I don't know, Counter Strike or games like this. So yeah, I was always attracted to gaming. So I thought, hey, how to make agents like attractive to everyone? Maybe to people who are not into crypto or into tech or things like this. So yeah, I also saw some which inspired me a lot. Some guy from speedrun competition. He was asking for these specific things. I also had some idea for 3D things with agents. So yeah, I said, okay, this is the moment I gotta do it. And yeah, this thing with city and 3D room is constantly evolving. Right now, it's more of a concept. We are working on getting like better assets for 3D.
And how is what's been the feedback so far from users of this?
And I guess most of the users liked it. Some helped me with feedback about some models, some 3D things which weren't in place. There are still some visual bugs, but yeah, I let's say this feature it's in alpha stage right now.
Okay. And then, the last question I have is right now you support 4 frameworks.
Actually, we changed to only two right now.
Okay. um, so I guess with two frameworks, how do you decide which frameworks do you recommend to a user?
Well, I actually tested. Right now, we are only going with Hermes and OpenClaw because these two felt the most stable ones from what we've tried. We are also checking others as well, and once we get some framework that we feel it's a good fit, we will integrate it as well. Uh, right now, what we did to recommend users, I wouldn't recommend one specifically, but we put in our chat to hatch feature. When you tell it what you want to build based on the information we fed to him, it will actually make a decision on what you want and recommend you either of these two.
Okay. And then have you had anybody who wants to switch, I guess, between Hermes and
Yes, and we have already introduced a feature like this. Someone asked to switch between frameworks. To literally switch, it's a little bit complicated, let's say, because they are using different files and such. But one way with which we provided was the clone button on the dashboard. So when you clone it, basically from OpenClaw to Hermes, for example, we will copy the soul, the memory, and such, but create a new agent with access to previous agent files. So basically, it will be the same identity and memories and everything, but different framework.
Okay.
So yeah, we also made switching frameworks easy.
All right. Well, and then okay, I guess I'll just leave it at this. Um, is there any last thing you want to say before we hop off here, Christian?
I don't know. Maybe just if you didn't try AI agents yet, then it's the best time. It's now.
I love that. All right, Christian, thanks so much for joining us, and yeah, looking forward to seeing your demo. All
Thank you. See
right,
you. Bye bye.
bye.